that does give you some TV to cover if you do that. The Jimmy turn.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like it if it was my idea instead of yours. I'd like it a little better.
Oh, is that the other thing?
Yeah.
Main event: Jey Uso, and he starts off just standing in the ring. And he says, "Main event: Jey Uso is now in your city." As soon as he's done with that, Roman's music hits. Roman comes out with Solo and Heyman. Roman says, "You know why you like the Usos, right?" And he's talking to the crowd. "It's because of me. The tribal chief is scheduled to appear, which means he opens the show. Why did they call you the right-hand man? Because of me. Why did they call you main event Jey Uso? Because of me. You came out here opening shows like you're the tribal chief now?" Jay says he didn't want any of that. He doesn't want to be tribal chief. All he's done is support Roman. For the past 3 years, he's been his right-hand man, and he's done nothing but help Roman succeed. And he said he did that because he believed in Roman. But then Jay says Roman broke the family. He broke the bloodline, and he broke Jimmy. So now he has to do what he has to do. Roman says Jay's jealousy brought on Jimmy's injury. And the only reason Jay became the right-hand man is because Jimmy was hurt in the first place. This was, I guess, a while back. And if Jimmy wasn't hurt, you wouldn't stand a chance. And you took that from him. You screwed your twin. He loves and respects me more than you. After SummerSlam, you're done. You're not a part of this legacy. And then you know what? Let's just, for argument's sake, let's say you do beat me. That means you take everything from me. But at the end of the day, I'll always be Roman Reigns, doing what I want to do. You can't beat me, Jay. What makes you think you can beat me? And the crowd starts chanting Uso. And Jay, who's been silent this whole time, he says, "Because I already beat you, Roman." He's got this little smug fucking smirk on his face. And Roman just sneers at him.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm the only one that's pinned you, and I'm going to do it at SummerSlam. I'm going to beat Roman again. Or you again." Roman knows his name. So again, Roman sneers, and Solo and Heyman just stare. And later on, Jay runs into Grayson Waller in the back. Waller says Jay can come onto the Waller effect if he needs the rub, and he's probably going to lose to Roman Reigns. And Grayson Waller calls Jay Little Jay. There'll be Grayson Waller with Little Jay on the Waller effect. And then Jay knocks out Waller. And that was our opening segment.
Great opening segment. So many truth bombs. Roman is, I don't know, gaslighting, I guess is the word nowadays. Oh, he's gaslighting him. Jey Uso. Still setting up the potential of what you said. Jimmy turns on Jay and joins Roman.
Which I think is, if you're not going to beat Roman, I think that's the only logical way to do it. To me, there's only two options.
That'd be either Jimmy turns or Roman loses.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if Solo or Heyman helps Roman win, then they just help him win. But obviously, if Jay's the champion, then you can go a whole different route. But if Jay is fucked by Jimmy, then you got that whole emotional story to go after that. And then Roman can go do whatever the fuck he does part-time.
After SummerSlam, we got Payback, and there's another preview, I think, like Over the Edge or something. That's like a dated reference. I don't know. Fastlane is what they call it nowadays. So you got those two pay-per-views. I don't think Roman Reigns shows up to either one of those.
He might do like a tag match in one of them. But yeah, you're right. He's not showing up to fucking Fastlane.
Yeah. So then the next time you really see Roman would be Survivor Series. Golly, isn't the year flying by? We're already back at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that does give you some TV to cover if you do that. The Jimmy turn.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like it if it was my idea instead of yours. I'd like it a little better.
Oh, is that the other thing?
Yeah. Why don't we just say that was my idea?
It's really both of our ideas. We'll just put my name on it just for, because somebody's has to.
Yeah. And then as we get down, it's just my idea. You just helped me think of it.
Yeah, so next week we have SummerSlam, then it's September it's Payback, and then October it's Fastlane, and then we're into Survivor Series.
Yeah. So Roman's probably gone until Survivor Series after this.
So then we got Jay backstage. Adam Pearce confronts him. He says Grayson Waller wants him in a match after he assaulted him. Jay says okay. So then we have Grayson Waller backstage. The lady asks if he regrets provoking Jey Uso. Waller said Jay hit him with a cheap shot and he was just trying to be nice. Jay will be so distracted with the bloodline stuff that he won't beat Grayson Waller. So we have Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller. We see a clip of Roman, Solo, and Heyman watching from the locker room. And the match starts. They both get in some offense. Jay ultimately gets the upper hand. And right when he's about to get going and hit Omaga's little turnbuckle move, Roman, Solo, and Heyman, they come out. Roman gets a chair and sits at the entrance ramp, like right next to the ring. Jay being distracted by Roman and everybody coming out leads to Waller taking the advantage and attacking him from behind. There's a spot where Grayson tries to go for the people's elbow and he fails. And Jay wins with a spear and a Uso splash. So in post-match, Solo attacks Jay and he goes for the spike, but Jay counters to a super kick. After that, Roman immediately hits the ring and then he's hit with a spear. Jay tries to go for the Uso splash on Roman, but then Solo pushes him off the ropes. And then Solo hits Jay with a rock bottom. And he picks Jay up for the spike. Roman then turns it into a spear spike combo. Roman and Solo are standing tall over Jay, and the crowd are chanting Usos and you got pinned. And then you can see Roman just lose his mind. So he tells Solo to pick Jay back up, and they do the spear spike again. And then we just fade out with Roman standing over Jey Uso.
Great segment.
Yeah, Jay finally gets a taste of his own medicine. He's been kind of a Superman up until this point. Just have to see what happens. Are they doing a face-to-face next week as well?
They may be, but next week is no. I don't think so.
Okay.
That's the SmackDown before SummerSlam, so they're gonna have their. Well, they're not even doing the United States match, championship match. Golly, they're not doing that next week. They're doing it the week following SummerSlam. So I don't even know what they're doing next week to have that pre-show that is the SmackDown before a major pay-per-view or a pay-per-view.
Okay.